What's going on, baseball fans? How are we doing? So we have the home run derby coming up in a couple of days, and I want to do my predictions, but I'm going to put a bit of a twist onto it. Let's go talk about it. Okay, so here we go. The T-Mobile Home Run Derby Bracket Challenge on MLB.com. Let's take a look at round one. We have Shohei Ohtani versus Juan Soto. That's going to be a great matchup. Salvador Perez versus the defending champion Pete Alonso. Joey Gallo versus Trevor Story, and Matt Olson versus Trey Mancini. Now, I could just do, just some predictions and get done with it, but I'm going to do this a little differently. I'm going to use some advanced metrics from Baseball Savant to help me make my picks. So, I know a lot of these probably really won't come into play all that much, but you know what? This is fun, and I'm going to try and make my picks as detailed as possible. I'm going to look at a couple of things. I'm going to look at barrels per plate appearance. I'm going to look at hard hit percentage. I'm going to look at exit velocity average, and I'm also going to look at launch angle as well. So let's go to the first matchup. Shohei Ohtani versus Juan Soto. That almost feels like that should be in the finals, but let's take a look here. Shohei Ohtani, I mean, this guy has just been an absolute monster. The modern day Babe Ruth. He's having an amazing season. But let's take a look at the advanced numbers. Shohei Ohtani, he leads in barrels per plate appearance. If we take a look at hard hit percentage, he is second there. If we take a look at exit velocity average, he ranks fifth. And if we take a look at launch angle, he has the 18th highest launch angle as of right now. Now, let's take a look at Juan Soto. So Juan Soto, let's do a little control F here. He is 44th right there. If we take a look at hard hit percentage, let's take a look here. Juan Soto, where are you at? He is 10th overall. If we take a look at exit velocity average, we're looking at, hold on, I gotta go biggest to small here. If we take a look at Juan Soto, he is ranked 14th. And if we take a look at launch angle, I believe Juan Soto, he actually doesn't have much of a launch angle this year, and that's maybe why he's not hitting so many home runs this year. He's not really getting under the ball as much. He's hitting more home runs and whatnot. So, but when I'm looking at these two, Shohei Ohtani is just absolutely dominating in these numbers all across the board. So Juan Soto, while I almost feel like Juan Soto is joining this to kind of help him get in the groove of hitting some more home runs, if that makes any sense. I feel like he's just doing this for some batting practice. I don't know. That's just what it feels like to me. But I'm glad we have Juan Soto in this thing. That's going to be fun. But overall, based on these advanced numbers, I'm going to go Shohei Ohtani. I mean, the guy's just hitting the heck out of the ball this year. He's getting some decent launch angle on there, so that's going to be a lot of home runs. So overall, when I weigh these two, I think Juan Soto is going to be really fun, but I think Shohei Ohtani, I think he's just going to outclass Juan Soto here in the first round. Moving on, we have Salvador Perez, Pete Alonso. I feel like this matchup is going to be a lot closer than people think. Pete Alonso is the defending champion, but if we take a look here, Pete Alonso, as of right now, in barrels per plate appearance, he ranks 8th. And if we take a look here at Salvador Perez, he ranks 14th. So pretty close in that department. If we take a look at hard hit percentage, we have Salvador Perez. I mean, he is 3rd in here, so he's getting a lot of hard hit balls this year. Not necessarily means it's going to translate to a lot of home runs, but Salvador Perez has himself a pretty decent amount of home runs this year. And Pete Alonso in this department, he is 24th. So we have Salvador Perez with the advantage there. Exit velocity average. Let's see who is getting more exit velocity. Pete Alonso is 11th as of right now, but Salvador Perez is 9th. So he is hanging tough with a Pete Alonso. If we take a look at launch angle, let's take a look here. We have Pete Alonso. Pete Alonso is 30th as of right now, and Salvador Perez is 37th. And you know what? I mean, this is really close. When it comes to these advanced numbers, this is pretty close. I know Pete Alonso, he has, that experience, but Pete Alonso is having a bit of a down year this year. I'm not sure how much that's going to factor into a home run derby, but you know what? I'm going to go with an upset pick here. Salvador Perez finds a way to knock off the defending champion, Pete Alonso. That might be the most crazy pick of this entire thing, but I'm going for it. I'm going for a gutsy pick here. Salvador Perez moves on past Pete Alonso. The guy's just hitting the heck out of the ball this year. What a good comeback season for Salvador Perez. He finds a way to knock off Pete Alonso. Moving on, Joey Gallo and Trevor Story. I'm going to say this right off the bat. I feel like Joey Gallo is built for a home run derby. Let's start off here with the barrels per plate appearance. So If we take a look at Gallo here, Gallo is 17th as of right now, while Story is 62nd. I was kind of surprised when I saw Trevor Story enter this thing. I figured, I don't know, I just didn't think Trevor Story would be in a home run derby. He's not having like the greatest year. You would think he'd be having a better year, going into free agency. So I wonder if maybe he's coming into this, maybe looking to get a few more swings, try and get ready for that second half of the season. But as we can see, barrels per plate appearance, that goes to Joey Gallo. If we go look at the hard hit percentage, let's take a look here. Gallo, as of right now, ranks 47th, and Story ranks... Trevor Story ranks 84th. So once again, Gallo has the edge there. If we take a look at exit velocity, Joey Gallo, I believe, yes, he ranks 17th. So he's doing well there. And if we take a look at Trevor Story, 37th. So right now, Joey Gallo is just beating him across the board. But the one thing that I want to pay attention to in this entire thing is the launch angle. Hey, the more launch angle that you can get, more likely, could lead to more home runs. Joey Gallo ranks 4th in launch angle right now, 21.4 degrees. I think that's really going to come into play in this thing. And with the fact that Joey Gallo, he ranks well in exit velocity, he ranks well in hard hit percentage, and he gets a lot of barrels on the ball too. Joey Gallo, I think, easily moves on in this first round here against Trevor Story. Nothing against Story, but I think Gallo is just built for a home run derby. And last but not least, we have Matt Olson, who's having a very good year, very underrated year. I think personally he should have been in the top 3 when it came to the All-Star voting for first base. What can I say? I digress. But Trey Mancini, what a good story that's been this year. Trey Mancini having the colon cancer last year, coming back this year, and having himself a pretty good season. But who moves on here? So let's go take a look. Barrels per plate appearance. Matt Olson ranks 12th. And if we take a look at Mancini, he ranks 26th. So the edge goes to Olson right there. If we take a look at hard hit percentage, we have Olson at 22nd, and we have Mancini at 75th. So far, Olson with the edge when it comes to barrels and hard hit percentage. If we take a look at exit velocity average, we have Matt Olson in 22nd, and Mancini is 99th. So not doing good here for Mancini. Let's see if maybe Mancini can help himself out with some launch angles. 93rd right there. And I believe Olson's going to have the edge here too. So if we take a look here, hold on. Matt Olson is 24th. So while I love the story of Trey Mancini coming back this year, I think it's going to be great. He's going to come up to the plate. He's going to get a standing ovation from the fans. I think he deserves that. But unfortunately for Mancini, I think Matt Olson is just too good here. He moves on. Matt Olson, Joey Gallo in the next round, Shohei Ohtani, and the surprising Salvador Perez here in the semifinals. Now, so I've already gotten a lot into these stats, and I'm not going to go too much into them for the semifinals. Shohei Ohtani, he leads in pretty much, he's top 5 in the barrels per plate appearance. He was top 5 when it came to hard hit percentage. He was top 5 when it came to exit velocity average, and then he was 17th in launch angle. I mean, no disrespect to Salvador Perez. I just think his luck runs out here. He runs into a machine, the modern-day Babe Ruth, Shohei Ohtani. Ohtani moves on. He makes it to the finals. Now, we have a pretty interesting matchup here in the second round. Joey Gallo and Matt Olson. I think this is going to be pretty close. Matt Olson, he's just thumping this year. But we're going to take a look at the advanced numbers. Let's go once again. Matt Olson, he is 12th in barrels. And if we take a look at Gallo, 17th. So not too far apart right there. Gallo is getting a 9.6% of barrels per plate appearance, while Matt Olson is getting 9.8. So very close there. I mean, they're almost identical to that point. If we take a look at hard hit percentage, Matt Olson and Joey Gallo is 47th here, while Matt Olson is 22nd. So Matt Olson does have the edge in hard hit percentage. So he's getting a lot more hard hit balls. If we take a look at exit velocity, Matt Olson is 22nd and Gallo is 17th. So Gallo has the edge there. And then Gallo has the edge in the launch angle. Gallo is 4th as of right now. In this derby, he has the highest launch angle among all the participants. I think Joey Gallo, when you combine the barrels, when you combine the exit velocity, when you combine the launch angle, I think Joey Gallo, he moves on to the finals. And I know this might be kind of like the boring pick, you know, the 1 versus the 2, but I just think Shohei Ohtani, with the type of year that he's having, and Joey Gallo, the advanced metrics really lean towards him, and he's been red hot lately too. I think these two, they're going to find a way to meet each other. I definitely could see a Matt Olson get here. Maybe Matt Olson sneaks by. He's been getting a lot of hard hit balls this year, but I think Joey Gallo, with that launch angle, with the exit velocity, I think he finds a way to make it to the finals. And we got an awesome matchup here in the finals. Shohei Ohtani and Joey Gallo. Like I've already said, Shohei Ohtani, he ranks near the top in barrels per plate appearance. He ranks near the top in hard hit percentage. He ranks near the top in exit velocity. However, the difference here with Ohtani and Gallo is Gallo once again has the launch angle. Now, let's take a look at how far apart they are in the other stats. So, Shohei Ohtani, as of right now, he is number 1 in barrels per plate appearance, while Joey Gallo is 17th. So, Shohei Ohtani is getting almost double the amount of, maybe not almost double, but he's definitely getting more barrels per plate appearance than a Joey Gallo, 15.6% compared to 9.5%. So Ohtani clearly has the edge there. If we take a look at the hard hit percentage, Shohei Ohtani, 57% hard hit balls. And if we take a look at Gallo, he's 47. So Ohtani, once again, he's hitting more hard balls. He's getting more barrel on the ball. So if we take a look at exit velocity, though, Shohei Ohtani is 5th. Gallo is hitting the ball pretty hard as well, 17th as of right now. So this launch angle, though, I wonder if this is going to come into play. Joey Gallo has a pretty decent distance on Ohtani here. He's getting 4 more degrees of launch angle, 21.4 degrees compared to 17.6. You know what? I know Shohei Ohtani has been getting a ton of barrels. I know Shohei Ohtani's been getting a ton of hard hit balls, but I think with Joey Gallo, he has shown that he can keep up with Ohtani when it comes to exit velocity. He can hit the ball just as hard as a Shohei Ohtani. Maybe in a normal game, in a normal game situation, Ohtani is getting more barrels and hard hit balls. But when it comes to a home run derby, I feel like Gallo can obviously hit the ball like a million miles an hour. You were not questioning the exit velocity with the Joey Gallo, but I think when it comes to it, I think this launch angle is going to be the difference. Joey Gallo, I think, and you can maybe call this an upset, I think Joey Gallo is going to end up being the winner. I think he takes out the machine. He takes out the modern day Babe Ruth. I think Joey Gallo finds a way to win the home run derby. I think Shohei Ohtani is going to be a very popular pick to win this thing. But you know what? I'm going against the grain. I'm going to Joey Gallo to win this thing. I'm going to lean on that launch angle. I'm going to lean on that exit velocity. I think he finds a way to get it done. Tell me what you think down below in the comments. Who do you think is going to win the home run derby? Let me know down below. But that's all I have for right now. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.